What's up, y'all? You rocking with Moochie, and this is Moochilla's review. So hit the hammer, cause you came through. And if you're finding my channel for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe. And what's up, y'all? It's Moochie, and I'm back with another video. I'm talking about American Gigolo Season 1, Episode 2, and the name of the episode is Pretty Baby. So we're gonna get into it. So let's get into it, y'all. And so this episode starts out where it ended with Isabel and Julian. And she wants to put him back to work, but she also wants to test the goods. And Julian seems like he's uncomfortable for the simple fact he has known little Isabel from a little girl. So he's feeling kind of squeamish for doing this. He doesn't want to have, relations with her. And they basically do a flashback. We see Lorenzo, a young queen. And we also see this is on Julian's birthday. And he is being taught the business. He is being taught the business, but he was still like a kid at heart playing games with young Isabel. But he is learning how to master his craft at being a gigolo. So Lorenzo sees Julian run out after Olga, and he's kind of wondering why Lorenzo didn't tell him that the queen was sick. And he says, you know how it goes. Isabel told me not to tell. My question is, can we trust Lorenzo? Can Julian trust Lorenzo? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. And meanwhile, Detective Sunday followed Julian to Olga's house. She follows him after he leaves and finds out, asks him, don't you want to find out why you were set up? Don't you want to find out why a young Janet Holmes and why Olga wanted her murdered? And then we see a flashback to Princess Isabel saying, I hear that you're in love. So maybe he's thinking the reason why he was set up because of the simple fact of Isabel, or he's just thinking maybe this happened because of her. My question is, do you think that Isabella, or should I say Olga Queen, set her up because of Michelle? They found out that he was in love with Michelle and he was getting ready to lead the business, and they decided to set Julian up. Do you think that's what it is between her as well as Michelle's husband? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Next, Michelle is calling Colin's phone, her son Colin's phone, frantic, and she's looking for him because she knows that Richard Stratton, her husband, sent some goons to go look for Colin and his teacher Elizabeth. So she wants him to promise that no one gets hurt in this situation. And basically, he tries to subside her with these pills. So I really don't like this Richard Stratton dude. He's rich, powerful, and he's pulling a lot of strings. So Colin and his boo Elizabeth are at a hotel. They enter the hotel, and then we see Richard Stratton's goons camped out outside. And he already let somebody know, look, I got eyes on the kid. And he was told not to do anything until he receives further instructions. Next, Detective Sunday, she races back to the hospital to see if she could get some more answers out of Kevin Finnegan, but he is deceased. Next, we see Julian, and he's trying to basically get his life together, but he's still thinking about Michelle. And he thinks back to how she wanted to hire him for a friend of hers named Claire. And then he finds out where she's from, where she lives, and he wants to know more about her. He is into Michelle. So Sunday finds out where Olga, aka Queen, lives, but she basically has a caretaker by the name of Guy, which is Guy, and he doesn't want to let her in, so she's going to come back with a warrant. Meanwhile, Guy, whatever his name is, comes inside, tells her, look, the cops is on to us and it's time. And she's like, are you going to take care of us? And she's like, yes, I'm going to take care of it all. Don't worry. So my question is, was this the person that actually orchestrated this, or was it Robert Stratton? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Next, Julian has to find a place to live. He sees a room for rent, and the landlord's name is Lizzie. She wants to know if he's unhoused, but lets him know he has to have a job in order to rent this spot. So he's going to look for his friend, and he's going to get a favor from a dude from the inside by the name of Buck. So he goes to the court on Venice Beach. He meets up with Bo, and Bo sets him up with this dude Luther at a restaurant, and boom, Julian's gonna check this out and see if he can get this job. The Sunday goes to get to the judge to get her warrant, but she has a little bit of trouble. She has to wait, but the judge does seize her, and because it is a murder, she gives her the warrant. But it doesn't take an hour. Julian links up with Luther thanks to Bo, and Luther hires him on the spot. Next, Michelle goes back to Colin's school to speak with Elizabeth's husband, Chris Shannonhouse. He tells her, look, our lawyer said we can't talk to you. And she's like, look, if you could give me any information, I will make sure that your wife is safe. And he basically helps her out, and he gives her some information about her using her credit card. Colin and Miss Shannonhouse are laid up in the hotel in the Mosey Wozy, and he's painting her nails. They're reading love novels, and she's here because she wants to be here. She's letting him know that, and she is really in love with Colin. She is in love with this kid, and she left her husband, y'all. So Julian's already working at Luther's spot, and he sees this woman walking off with his dog, and she's like, did you feed my dog? Don't feed my fucking dog. Bitch, you should have had him on a leash. How about that? Julian comes back to the place where Lizzie is renting out, lets her know that he has place of employment, and he also lets her know that he was exonerated and he was in jail for 15 years, and he has no PO. She wants to know if he have any bad habits, but a little weed smoke, no, that's all right. She cool with that. But other than that, she don't want no noise, no bad habits here, and he has a place to stay, and she even gives him some off for cleaning up the place. Next, we see a Catholic schools tour for potential students, and we also see Guy in line, like he has a student that's going there, but he's going there to steal some files. So what is this for? Lizzie sees the article about Julian being exonerated, but she also sees that he was a male escort. So she goes downstairs and she questions him about that and tells him, look, you can't be selling your business up in here. And he's like, I did that a long time ago. I'm not doing that no more. Anywho, after that, we see Guy, and he done slipped some kind of envelope in Julian's car, and Julian catches it, and it's somebody from his past. Next, we have Detective Sunday, and she's at the gym trying to, get her little workout on, but none of the equipment is working. And this stank chick had an attitude, but then, she has no time for that because her warrant finally comes in. So we see Lizzie, she about to go out for the night. Julian done cleaned up the apartment, got it to his liking, and they basically have a little total on the ooh-wee, and they talk about their life and things of that nature. So I think she's going to be a good friend to him. Let me know what y'all think. So Detective Sunday gets her warrant, but she's a little too late. She finds Guy dead. There's a phone ringing, and there's Julian is actually making the call. She walks through the apartment, and she also finds that Queen Olga has been killed. She's been murdered, and she finds that out, and she sees her basically in her hospital bed. They basically put a bullet in her skull and took her out. So this looks like this is going to try to lead back to Jillian. And they're going to try to frame him again, I think. Because he's calling that phone and that doesn't look good. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about that. Holla at your girl. So that was my recap of American Gigolo, episode 2, Pretty Baby. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the hammer because you came by. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. And if you don't know what to say, hit the hammer. Put the hammer in the comments. And stay tuned for my future videos. Talk to you guys soon. Later. Ew.